Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're taking on a really specific mission. It's custom tailored for you if you're an intermediate or maybe an advanced English speaker. You're already doing great work, but you want to get that final, truly native sound.
Exactly. We're diving into, well, the most foundational part of conversation, really, agreement. The whole goal is to strip away those textbook responses
Right.
and unlock the natural, nuanced ways that native speakers actually confirm or affirm a point in real time.
And, our sources were just laser focused on this one single truth.
Right.
And it's that if your default response for, 90% of situations is just
Yes.
the single word yes, then this deep dive is going to fundamentally change how you interact in English.
Yeah.
Because the data shows natives almost never just say that one word.
That is the core problem we found.
Yeah.
It's grammatically correct, of course,
Yeah.
but socially, it's kind of inadequate. It can sound abrupt. It lacks any enthusiasm. And maybe most critically, it gives you zero room for emotional expression.
Okay, let's unpack that. Why does a perfectly correct word like yes sometimes creates such a distance in a conversation?
Well, I think we all feel it, right?
Yeah, even subconsciously. Saying yes every single time, no matter the context, whether it's a huge professional deal or just making plans with a friend, it just makes you sound a little...
Robotic. Disconnected.
Yeah, disconnected. It's like an automated reply, not a real human contribution.
Exactly. It reduces the entire interaction to a transaction. Just think about the cadence, the feel of this little exchange we pulled from a scenario.
Okay.
So I say, do you want to grab coffee on the way in?
Yes.
Was the presentation effective in getting the point across?
Yes.
Do you think we should try the new software next week?
Yes.
You can just hear that rhythm, can't you? It's choppy, it's flat, and there's just no connection there. There's no acknowledgement of the other person.
It's the linguistic version of a one-word email.
Perfect analogy.
You got the information, but you don't feel seen or engaged with.
Yeah.
And really, fluency is all about showing how you feel about the information, not just confirming that you got it.
That's the powerful insight. Natives use emotion, they use their tone of voice, and they have this huge arsenal of different short phrases to show agreement.
Right.
The variation itself is actually a sign of fluency. It shows you're comfortable shifting your conversational style based on who you're talking to and what you're talking about.
Absolutely. So if yes is retired, where do we start? Let's begin with phrases that signal strong, kind of authoritative and, professional agreement.
Good place to start.
These are your powerhouse alternatives for the office or any serious discussion.
Okay, first on the list, and I really like this one because of its balance, is, yeah, totally. This signals really strong alignment. The key is that combination. Totally is super emphatic, but starting with yeah keeps it conversational, keeps it human.
I love that pairing. It makes totally feel more accessible. So if a colleague pitches an idea, this strategy is the only way we meet our Q3 goals. You respond.
Yeah, totally.
It just shows enthusiasm and full commitment. It's a definite buy-in.
Next up, we have exactly. This is maybe the most precise form of agreement you can use.
Oh, for sure.
It doesn't just mean I agree. It means I agree 100%, and you just explained the point perfectly. So you're affirming them and also complementing their logic.
That makes so much sense. Listeners, you will hear exactly used all the time in high-level discussions or debates or meetings.
All the time.
It's a sign of a really sharp, engaged listener. It's just so much stronger than saying, I agree.
Okay, so moving to a calmer, more thoughtful option.
Yeah.
That's true. This one is crucial for more nuanced discussions. It sort of implies reflection.
Right, like, I've thought about what you said.
Exactly. I hear your point, and after thinking about it, I concede that it's valid. It's often used when a slightly complex or unexpected point comes up.
I find this one is indispensable when you're talking about counterpoints. Like, if I'm arguing for something and my colleague says, but we don't have the training resources for that. I might respond, that's true. It acknowledges reality. Sure. It diffuses conflict without sounding, too emotional or defensive.
And finally, in this professional category, the most formal, natural replacement for just yes is the full phrase, I agree.
Simple.
It's simple, it's professional, but it's vastly more natural than that click yes because it's a full sentence. It has a subject and a verb.
It maintains professionalism, but it also signals that you are an active participant, not just like a confirmation bot.
Right. So if you're in a formal interview or speaking with your boss, defaulting to I agree Just ensures you sound polite, engaged, and articulate.
Okay, so let's leave the conference room now and shift the register completely.
Let's do it. We're moving into that really casual, daily language, the kind you use with friends, grabbing coffee, that kind of thing.
Shifting gears, number 5 on our list is super native and just very relaxed, for sure.
Oh, this is pure casual confidence. It's a bit more than just agreement, really. It often implies not only do I agree, but I can, guarantee it.
Yeah, it works so well for scheduling or making promises.
Totally.
If a friend asks, can you pick up the tickets before the show? A quick, breezy, for sure, is just so much friendlier than a dry yes.
You're confirming the plan, but you're also adding a little bit of positive energy.
Exactly.
Okay, then we have number 6, which shows what we call soft agreement. Yeah, I think so too. You use this when you don't want to sound too intense, or maybe when the topic is subjective, like an opinion.
It's the perfect social lubricant. If someone says, I feel like that new bookstore is going to do really well, saying, yeah, I think so too, just gently aligns you with them.
You're agreeing on a feeling, not stating a hard fact.
Right.
And our 7th phrase is incredibly versatile. It spans both casual and even some professional settings.
Which one?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This one is definitive, it's confident, and it's really positive. It's your high-energy, guaranteed replacement for yes in almost any situation.
I use this one all the time. It has certainty without being stiff. If a client asks, can we get the draft by Friday? Saying absolutely just conveys energy, commitment.
And in a social setting.
Same thing. Someone says, that concert was incredible, and you say, absolutely. It just matches their enthusiasm right away.
Okay, now we get to what is, I think, the most advanced part of this deep dive.
This is where it gets really interesting.
The fact that agreement often involves no explicit words at all, we have to talk about nonverbal and vocalized agreement.
Yes. This is what separates a truly fluent speaker from someone who's just intermediate. We get so hung up on vocabulary.
Right?
But native conversations are just saturated with these powerful, subtle cues that actually replace full verbal agreement.
Precisely. I mean, think about the context. You're on the phone, the connection is bad, or you're doing something else, like driving.
We can't say a whole sentence every time.
You can't. You rely on these quick substitutes.
And the most essential one, of course, is just a simple nodding motion. A continuous, steady nod just signals, I'm with you, I'm listening, and I agree so far. If you stop nodding, the speaker usually slows down.
Yeah.
They sense you might be confused.
Then you have the critical vocalizations. We're talking about, This is a huge signal. And what's fascinating is the timing.
Right.
Should happen while the speaker's talking, not just when they pause. It shows active, supportive listening. It basically says, keep going.
And what about those little bridge words like right or gotcha?
Instantaneous confirmations. They show you've just internalized the last thing they said.
Right.
Right is especially useful as a transition.
Yeah, if you're summarizing something, they'll just pepper you with
Right.
to show they're following along.
And the sources also pointed to the power of repetition. Specifically, yeah.
Oh, I do this one.
We all do. That repetition signals that you didn't just understand the point, you kind of already knew it. You're anticipating their conclusion. It shows you're on the same page.
We really have to emphasize the subtlety here. The absence of these cues is often read as disagreement or just disinterest.
For sure.
If someone's talking to you and you give no nodding, no eye contact, you are, unintentionally signaling that you're not on board.
That's the unspoken language right there.
Okay, so if we connect this back to the bigger picture of fluency, this is key. But what are the traps? What mistakes do learners fall into?
Well, the first common mistake is that lingering stiffness from the textbook.
Ah, yes.
So they use that formal yes or I agree too often with friends. Your friend says, let's grab pizza, and you reply with a clipped, polite yes.
It just creates this weird social distance. It makes you sound stiff, maybe even like you don't actually want the pizza.
The second, and this is probably the most common repetition issue, is saying I agree with you every single time.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's natural, technically, but if you only use that phrase, your speech just gets labored. It sounds like you're trying too hard, and it really slows the conversation down.
Yeah, just use exactly or totally. It's way more efficient and varied.
And the final mistake, maybe the most damaging, is forgetting about tone. Remember, agreement is about emotion.
Right.
If you use a strong, positive phrase like absolutely, but you say it with a flat, bored tone, the meaning is completely lost.
It can even sound sarcastic.
It totally can. If your boss says, we have a long meeting at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and you go, absolutely, With a flat voice.
You're signaling you are not happy.
Exactly. You are signaling reluctance. The word means nothing without the right tone.
Okay, that is a fantastic point. Let's actually put this all into practice.
Or role play.
Yeah, let's do a role play to show the flow. I'll make a series of statements, and you just respond naturally. Avoid yes.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's demonstrate the native flow.
All right, so imagine we're planning a casual work retreat. I'll say, okay, based on the survey, it's crystal clear we need a retreat, but the venue from last year is just too expensive.
That's true. I hadn't factored in the new budget cuts, but you're absolutely right. We need a cheaper option. What about the cabins upstate?
I saw those. They look great, but if we do that, we'll need everyone to drive themselves instead of getting a bus.
Yeah, totally. I mean, coordinating a bus for 30 people felt like a logistical nightmare anyway.
Right. And since it's casual, maybe we should let people bring their families, boost morale.
Absolutely. We've been talking about work-life balance for months. That sends the perfect message. So, cabins, driving, families welcome. Let's set the date for the 15th.
Sure. Should I send out the calendar invite now or wait until we confirm catering?
We should wait. Last time we committed before the food was locked down, and it was a huge mess with all the dietary restrictions.
Exactly. We cannot let that happen again. Talked all the quotes today.
See? See how immediate and dynamic that felt?
Yeah, it flowed.
We covered strategy, logistics, planning, and not a single flat yes. We use that's true for concession, yeah, totally, for enthusiasm, absolutely for alignment.
When for sure, for confirmation.
Yeah.
That's the feeling we're going for.
That's it.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Well, the ability to vary your agreement using everything from I agree to for sure, plus those vital nonverbal cues, that is the ultimate marker of fluency.
It shows genuine emotional conversational flexibility. It just shows you understand the social rules of English.
Stop defaulting to that one lonely word.
Please. Start integrating these phrases. Use the casual ones with friends, the strong ones with colleagues. You'll sound so much more engaged in the discussion.
So here's a final thought for you to explore on your own. The next time you're listening to a conversation in English, listen for the first time someone uses a purely nonverbal cue, like a nod or an imprim, instead of a word.
Ooh, that's a good one.
When does it happen? And what specific job does that silent agreement do in the flow of the conversation?
It's such a tiny change, but it has a massive impact on your presence.
Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into the natural language of agreement. We really hope this helps you take that final, important step toward true fluency.
We'll see you next time.